Man, I mean, I'm up now. Shit, man. Motherfucker woke me up on this bullshit. But since it's on my mind, I might as well make this video. And try to go back to sleep. Damn, man. Anyway, I got woken up um, by one of the young boys that I don't want to say I mentor him, but you know, I give him some coaching. And he's from New York, and we kind of met up in the South. And I'm not going to get into the story of how we met, but he recognized that I wasn't from the South because I don't have a Southern accent, and I as well recognized that he wasn't from the South. But what I noticed about him in talking to him, we went out, got a drinks, a couple times, and he's the rah rah type. And I told him, I was like, you gotta chill with that shit down here. Because I don't know what it is about, and this is my bias, but I have a bias towards New York niggas. I think like at least 50% of the New York population is just all mouth and they're just rah rah. And that's just the way that it is. And they think that the world revolves around New York City, and they think that everybody respects New York City. And when they leave New York City, that people somehow recognize, I don't know, they're gangster or some bullshit like that. I told him, just as I made that video a while back about when I was talking about the Nation of Islam and, how ineffective they are against the young boys today that are armed. In the South, you got guys walking around with these, they got the what do you call it, the man purses. Okay, they actually have a pistol in that shit. Now, they might have a pistol in that shit in New York for the guys that are in the streets, but that's the minority of people. You come down to the South and damn near everybody rocking one of them man purses, and you can bet that they strapped up. Okay, it's a way higher percentage. The other thing I talked about is I talked about the young boys with the backwards book bags on, like it's like, crisscross, make you want to jump, right? They'll have Dracos in that shit. Now, I don't know what it is about the South, but they love them damn Dracos. I'm not a Draco person. I'm, with the flashlight and laser beam, I'm on that Splinter Cell shit. So I like my ARs, and I like my shit all tacticaled out. Okay. But they love them Dracos, them pistol Dracos with no stock on them. They love them in the South. Anyway, I told the boy, calm down with your rah rah shit because that shit ain't gonna fly in the South because a lot of these niggas down here are strapped up, whether they in the streets or not in the streets. In New York, if you strapped up, obviously you're in the streets because it's basically a blanket ban on concealed carry in New York. In the South, that's not the case. In the South, a way more, and I don't even know what the percentage in the black community is. Because I know on average is about 20% of the population of any given state or less concealed carries, even in states where it's permissible. However, the way a lot of black people feel in the South, like again, it changed my whole interpretation. I was beating the drums of black people not supporting the Second Amendment. Black people in the South are on some have what the fuck you need. And they are strapped up. Women too. The women don't play that shit either. Women got all type of nickel-plated pistols and everything else in their purses. So, if you think you're going to run around and you're going to try people, you're going to get your ass smoked. Well, he went to some bar. I know what bar he went to. What do you call that shit? The Tuesday, whatever. What's the damn thing called? What's it called? I'm going blank. what the hell's that shit called? Like when people go out on a Tuesday. So he took his ass out and went to this bar on Tuesday because they got, cheap drinks and shit. Did what I told him not to do. Got into it with somebody on some rah-rah shit. And the motherfucker pulled out on his ass. And then I got a phone call. Had to calm his ass down. He's all hype. Talking about what he's going to do and what he's going to get and how disrespected. I was like, nigga, first off, you're not even in your environment. I'm like, who do you know? Who do you know down, in the South and shit? Who do you know? Nobody. On top of the fact that you don't even have your shit legally. I don't even think he has anything, to be honest. And I don't encourage him to get anything because he doesn't have the temperament for it. He's one of the handful of black men that I know of that I wouldn't suggest to him to get a concealed carry permit, even though he could, and primarily because his whole story is he's one of these niggas that they, his family sent him down south to live with his grandparents. Why? Because he was up in New York with the rah-rah shit. And they were smart enough to recognize you're going to get your ass killed. But the stupid thing is they sent him down in the South where now he's running around on some arrogant New York shit, not strapped, no crew, no posse, no connections, none of that shit. And he's still running around with that rah-rah shit, thinking that he's bigger and better than the cats in the South. And they already don't like his ass because, if you from up top and you go to the South, Southern girls are going to be on you because, you got a different swag. You the new kid and all that other stuff. So there's already niggas gunning for his ass because, he's attracting, whatever women and whatnot. So I told his ass to be careful. He doesn't, I'm like, I can't even hang out with dude, because he would have me jammed up in some shit. It's just his personality. He takes everything personally. Everything is a fight. Everything gets blown out of proportion. And I'm like, nigga, you gonna get your ass blown away. And, I don't want to say like I gave up on him, on the phone, but I just told him, I was like, I already told you what the deal was. I'm like, this is not New York. This is not, the northeast part of the United States where people don't carry or they can't carry or they're restricted. While you running around thinking that you can gauge people, whether they street or not, in terms of whether they're carrying or not, you got a lot of people that are just regular Joe Blows and they carry. And if you push them to the limit, they'll pull out on your ass, especially in a stand your ground state. I'm like, fuck are you doing? They'll blow you away. And all the cops will do is come up and clean up the pieces and put red tape and chalk around. I'm like, what are you doing? And, I don't even know what his whole situation is. I don't even think that he can go and get a gun legally because I think he got some stupid marijuana charge at 19 or some shit like that. I don't know what the deal is because when I first met him, you know what I mean, I was all, I'm always encouraging, young black men to strap up. But then when I recognize, that he had some deficiencies, I was like, nah, yo, you too much of a hothead. You don't know when to calm down, but he just has this demeanor, this attitude that's, in my opinion, this shit's gonna get his ass killed. I'm like, you need to calm down. That rah-rah shit you do in New York, I'm like, that shit ain't gonna fly in this house. And like I said, I got my bias against New Yorkers because, he ain't the only one. I'm like, you got guys in the South that, they're not gonna talk. They're not gonna tell you, what they about to do. You know what I mean? They're just gonna do it. You can't gauge people and assume, that they don't have it on them. I'm not getting into whether he's the type to use it or not. I'm just talking about you over there trying to have a fist fight. They ain't fist fighting. They throwing them hollows. What are you doing? You just assuming that it's going to play out like it plays out in New York, and you know who to swing on and who not to swing on. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I can tell you right now, there's more people that are strapped than you think that they're strapped. I mean, I see them. I seen them, little spots that I go to and whatnot, and the guys will come in the bouncer, or the security guard who is strapped up will have to tell them like, you can't come in here with this, or, pat them down or know the crowds that are trouble, coming as a group and everything, rolling in deep, and at least two of them in the group got a pistol on them, and the security guards are like, hey, you can't come in here, with this or that, because they will try to get away with it. They'll try to be sneaky about it. They'll have the little fanny packs. Like it's the what do you call it? Not the fanny pack, the man purse, the one that goes across the chest. It's fact. If you see a guy with the man purse, 9 times out of 10 he's got a piece in that shit. Maybe 8 times out of 10. I won't go that high. 8 times out of 10 he's got a piece in there. He's got the fire in there. So, what do white people say? They always like, armed society is a polite society. Yeah, it's kind of like that in the South. It really is. And quiet is kept when it comes to, people talking about they want to talk about the Klan, and they want to talk about white supremacists running around and shit like that. It ain't like what you think it is, from what I've seen. The cops will be on some racist shit, but the actual like racist, the ones that are probably in the Klan, they ain't running up on no niggas, because niggas in the South shoot back, legally shoot back. Now, when the cops come in and the race soldiers come in, it may be a different conversation and who they arrest or who they may handle right, because everybody stop when the cops come, right? But nah, they're not running up on Southern, Ray Ray and Pookies like that. I can tell you that right now. They don't want no smoke, because they will get all of that smoke. So I don't know what some of y'all are, some of y'all New Yorkers are thinking when you go down south, but it ain't New York, and they don't play like New York. And there's I'm like, man, you keep looking for it, one day you gonna find it. As a matter of fact, I would argue that he did find it, with whoever this person is that pulled out. And I already know the type. I already know, he's just the type that the type that just says the wrong shit, like take shit too far. Says shit that you can't take back. That's the type he is. He'll start bringing up your parents and start talking about fucking your girl and just all type of. I'm like, you don't even know his people like that. Why are you talking like you know all this shit, like trying to get underneath people's skin? I'm like, I don't know why you doing that. But anyway, I'll probably talk to him. I don't even feel like talking to him tomorrow, because I already told him. I already warned his ass, and he don't want to listen. So, he called me and, boo-hooing at me, because he don't want to tell anybody else, because he's embarrassed. Because I know he was scared shitless when this dude pulled out on his ass. I know he was scared. I know he was shitting bricks, because he sounded all nervous on the phone. But I'm like, what you want me to say? I already warned you. I already told you that niggas is strapped down here. I already told you that shit. You can't be doing what you do in New York. That's how it is. That's how it is in New York. That's how it is in New Jersey. You know what I mean? That's how it is in Delaware. That's how it is in Maryland. You know what I mean? Because the people carrying is so rare that like people really think that they can run around and still have fist fights and slap box and all that stuff, and I'm like, and or have knife fights or something. I don't know what stupid shit. I'm like, man, anybody doing that? They'll pull out on your ass and then say he attacked me. Stand your ground, self defense. I was in fear of my life. You know, they got the script down. You know, I mean, just like I said, I got a bunch of out of state permits. Um, I've been had out of state permits, so I already knew what time it was. But his stupid ass, man, I don't even know what to say about it. Check these emails, and then I'm about to get back in the damn bed. Damn it, man. Yeah, anyway. That's all I wanted to share. I know some of y'all know what I'm talking about, especially those of you from the South. You know, I know I criticize folks in the South. I criticize y'all about your obsession with white Jesus, and you know, you're not understanding the type of money that's being made out here. I get on your asses about that. But when it comes to the New Yorkers and shit, I get on their asses about their arrogance and thinking that, you know, this solipsism that they have, and thinking the whole world operates around them, and that the whole rest of the world respects their gangster just because, you know, they get on some you know, I mean, some old, you know, don't ever disrespect me looking like a, you know, Slowpoke Rodriguez, you know, like that type of shit. Making jokes like that. And I'm like, man, they don't understand those type of jokes down here. Like, I don't know, like, anyway. But try to think if there's anything else. I don't think so. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. That's my video. SWP out. All right, all right, all right. Now, what's up? I'm not gonna use your. I'm not gonna say your real name, or even your phone name. I'm just gonna go with the number closest to the when I met you, the freaking room you were in, which is, I'm just gonna say 100. I'm gonna call you 100. So, yeah. So anyway, this boy from New York, right? He hits me up, and I'm not gonna get into how I met him, but basically he's on that arrogant New York shit. You know, the whole world revolves around New York, and you know, he called me late last night, woke me up out of my sleep because he went to some what do they call that shit, Fat Tuesdays or something like that. He went to some spot, and anyway, freaking he got into it with somebody. Motherfucker pulled out on his ass. Okay.
What was he at?
I don't want to say. I don't want to say. Yeah. But yeah, this motherfucker pulled out on his ass, and I'm like, yeah, because you keep coming with that arrogant New York shit, thinking like, I'm like, look, you can do that shit up north because, you know, because most people ain't carrying up north. Like the only people that carrying are niggas in the streets, really, because there's no way to legally carry up north, whether you talking about New York or New Jersey. Let's just go for that matter. But
but
because it's basically
New York niggas talk too much though, man.
that's what I was. That's
They
what I
come
was
down
saying.
here in New York, I do this, then something happen. They don't do shit.
That's
I
that's
hate that.
but the thing is I'm just trying to like, because I'm gonna play this back for him, and I'm gonna play it for some other young boys, because I'm like, look, man, it's different in different parts of the country. Like, motherfuckers get too comfortable with this whole idea that, you know, I can slap box a nigga. I'm like, then niggas don't slap box in the South. They'll shoot your ass.
They gonna
You know what I'm
shoot
saying?
your ass.
Yeah. Like the shit we were talking about with the backpacks and the Dracos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But anyway, I mean, I called you to. I'm sitting here talking. I called you for you to break that shit down about how cats are down there. You know, with the fire.
It's real. I don't be funny, man. Like, we in a group full of people, man. Everybody I know got fired. You know I'm not lying.
What, when
Everybody has fired.
you said
Um,
when you in a group of people, everybody got fire?
yeah. Even my homeboys, even the ops do, fuck niggas do. Everybody has it, man. Like, that's just the way it is. You gotta carry Go to the gas station, carry it with you. Go to the corner store, go to the grocery store, carry it with you. Pizza store, carry it with, never leave home without it. That's just the way it is. It's a way of life down here. You're not gonna get no damn fight down here. You're gonna get a shootout.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers don't quite understand that shit. Like that's why I don't be funny. I I find with everybody can't fuck with New York niggas because they come down here with that mentality. Oh, New York, yo, I get busy with it, all that other shit. But I like to tell you, gotta understand where the fuck you at, man. You gonna get you see me save a whole bunch of motherfuckers, man. They gonna get your head taken off. These motherfuckers got Draco on their daggum, but no, you out here butt ass naked. You gonna say he about to get killed, and you gonna get robbed like you stop saying you from out of town. But that's just the way it is here.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers don't get that shit.
And I was also telling them because initially when dudes get down there and they from up top, they might get some play, from the women or attention from the women because they come with a totally different swag, and so you the new kid on the block, but niggas that's from there, they don't like that shit. So
They don't like that.
off top they already don't like you, and then
Yeah.
and then you over there acting like I'm from New York, the world revolves around me and I can't be touched. And
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't even have a fire on you. Cause see, when I first met them, you know how when we got to talking, right? We started talking about the Second Amendment, and then I found out that you was legal and I was legal, and then we was just on some talking gun shit. At first I was like that with him, but then I realized he ain't got the temperament for the shit because he's still on some rah-rah shit. Now I don't know whether he can legally possess or not because I think he got a marijuana charge when he was like 19. I don't know if it got expunged or not. I don't know what the deal is. He don't want to be clear about it. But I'm like, either way, I'm like, right now, you out there with nothing but your ass, and you out here and you
Exactly.
talking shit, and I'm like, motherfuckers move differently around here. Like it's not, it ain't the same shit.
Motherfuckers gonna pop your ass, man. Like I don't know, but I just see so much shit just like even at McDonald's. Motherfucker lady just walked up and down, shot that bitch up. In the hood. That wasn't no problem. You see
Yeah.
motherfuckers get shot up. You see, I'm be funny. 20 shots ain't shit, man. Up north, we be like, damn, that's 20 shots. And a lot of things, that's nothing that why you made it out here. A lot of up north niggas, they come repping their hood too much.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't go against the grain. You understand, you let people know you was from Jersey, but you went with the grain. You didn't say, oh, Jersey harder than Florida. You went with the grain. A lot of
Mm.
motherfuckers come here and go against the grain. I keep telling motherfuckers, Mickey Mouse, my homeboy got tattooed Mickey Mouse with 238s on his ass. You get what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, the Florida shit like a 38.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfuckers don't really understand that shit, man. Remember,
Oh,
it's a,
he
it's a
rock.
thing.
He rocking a 30. He rocking a 38 when he should be rocking something bigger.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He got a picture of Mickey Mouse holding 238s in his hand. That's a
Oh,
lot of dudes originally down here had that shit. So,
yeah,
took to the spot. We had what? One, two.
yeah. But
The class has
don't
like
get
six dudes.
don't get too much into details because I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to cut
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm saying, but like, let's say like a store. You got six dudes outside. People look, okay, these are just really young dudes. There's 19 with backpacks on. They got Dracos in their shit, man.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they got Dracos in their shit. Like, so what you gonna do when you got motherfucking 9 dudes with Draco on you? They got beef with your ass. You from out of town. So I'm from New York, yo. I don't understand. You put pressure on them now. And so now they just gonna just drop your ass.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of I just tell motherfuckers you ain't from here, stay away from the hood. You don't got a pass. Stay away from the hood, man. It ain't about no gang banging and none of that shit. It's just motherfuckers want to stay alive.
Yeah. No. That's exactly what I was saying. And me, what I'm saying. I'm not even in the streets, and I already know. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, how much of this shit like street knowledge, or how much of it is just common sense? I'm
It's
like,
common sense, cause you went with the grain. You didn't go. Like, I put it. You would stop somewhere and be like, I'm from such and such, right? You
yeah.
didn't go here and be like, I'm from California. I'm hard as fuck. You went with the grain and just vibed and blended in with people. Some people go against the grain and come down here and they end up getting fucked up.
Got you,
And
got
they
you.
they end up getting caught slipping because like man, motherfucker, like man, you gotta recognize where you at. You in Florida, man. I don't give a fuck what you did where you at.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean nothing here.
yeah.
And motherfuckers just don't comprehend that shit.
Nah, nah, nah. That's why I'm like, because I knew it was gonna happen. That's why, because I went out with him, once or twice, had a couple drinks with him. You know what I mean? Trying to figure out where to say that, because basically, from the story that I got, he got sent down there because he got caught up in some shit up in New York, because New York's hot right now, right? But
Mm,
that's for people that's in the, that are actually in the game, right? But I mean,
exactly.
but the shit's so bad, it's spilling over into carjackings, armed robbery, home invasions, all type of dumb shit, like shit that wasn't really going down like that before pre-pandemic. You know what I mean? Like motherfuckers
Mm,
was making money off of the fentanyl and the drug shit and everything else. That petty shit, it wasn't going down like that. That's there's levels to the shit. You know what I'm saying? There's niggas
exactly.
moving weight and versus like motherfuckers doing like petty crime and shit like that. Well, now because of COVID and the restrictions and the pandemic and people getting evicted and everything, the crimes spiked up. Just random, it's like just chaos. So anyway, they sent him down south because to live with his grandmother, because they didn't want him getting all caught up because he was on that rah rah shit even up north. But I'm like, the percentage of people that carry in the south versus carry in the north is completely different. It's a different animal. Yeah,
It's like fucking like 90% down here, dude.
yeah.
Especially you.
That's what. And I don't know what the. I don't know. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know I'm not lying. Like 90% of people who down here do carry, bro.
That's what I.
Oh, no matter
That's
what
what I
color.
feel like. But Jose, here's the thing, though, and maybe see the statistics is messed up because obviously it factors in everybody, right? It's factoring everybody over the age of 21.
Yeah,
So you talking about senior citizens and everything else like that. And so if I look at any state, it's about 20% of people who carry. Let
no, it's
20% or less of people who
no
carry,
less.
even in states where people can carry, where it's a shall issue state. But like in terms of depending on where you at and what the demographics are, that that number
Yeah,
can go.
that shit. We thought that number jumps up very high, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
They go to 99.9. If you go
Yeah,
this certain
yeah, that's
area.
what I'm saying. I mean, you could go. You go in one direction, a couple blocks in one direction, a couple lights, and next thing you know, it's like you in
You know,
Mogadishu.
like shit, it's having a full 5 minute drive to the other spot, bro. And that's like, that goes to 99.9% right there.
Yeah,
Just, you know what
that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? The barber got fired. The damn cashier at the barber shop got the fire. The old lady in the corner, you know what I'm saying, with the church hat, she got fired. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm like, you see, the problem is he has that New York mentality, like where yeah, people got it, but it's like
No,
it's
I'm gonna tell you, how many cut you off? He gonna say that, but you don't. He better not say that shit. I know what you're gonna say. People got, but they gonna use it. They gotta stand all that shit. You know, I'm not lying about that. Motherfucker will shoot your ass just to take your car. Instead of robbing your ass, they want to prove it. They want to catch bodies down here, man. They want to be known for that, catching that body. You know, maybe we just conversating about that shit.
yeah,
Why did motherfucker gotta shoot the old man then take it personal for it? They want a body on them. They want that body.
yeah. Nah,
Like,
no. That's 100. That is true. Plus, it's stand your ground.
yeah,
So I'm saying most of the southern states is on some stand your ground type shit. You get in an
yeah,
altercation, you come up there on some wrong shit, you started it, or you came up
yeah,
there, with some rah rah shit and you got smoked. They'll be like, oh,
yeah.
what happened? He came up here on some rah rah shit and then he got
And that's
smoked.
it.
That's
And when
it.
what's the rules? And up north rules don't apply like Florida. Florida rules is it's fucked up. A dead man can't talk. And
Mm-hmm.
it's fucked up. You take your CCW class, man. They tell you a dead man can't talk. You know I'm not lying about that shit, man.
Yeah.
They tell you to shoot to kill. Like
Yeah.
that's they say we go use it,
Yeah.
and that's like
No,
Ain't
that's
no place. Ain't no place I can get tapped on Texas. Texas ain't bad. Texas got its hoods, but ain't as bad as Florida's probably one of the worst states I've seen that everybody really be on that shit, man. Like you can't be running here no 25 or no 380 and none of that shit, man. You gonna fuck around, get
yeah. I
your
know
shit
motherfuckers
together.
running around with a Larson or a Jimenez or some shit like that. Like it ain't because that's seriously like if you really look at the crime guns, like the type of guns that cats that got up here, you know what I mean, the type of shit that they're using,
Yeah, and
like
then there's that man. I wish you would. A motherfucker down here laugh at you just saying that shit.
yeah, no, no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, most of the time, I mean, they either got a Draco or they got a P80 Glock, you know, or they
Yeah,
got a Glock, or they got one of them new Palmetto State Armory daggers with the 32 round mag, or the 30.
yeah.
Was it 32 or 33?
33. It's
33.
33.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, and I don't even that shit is so weird to me because I'm like, how the hell you fit that in them damn
Well,
man purses?
the young dude just told me about that. I was just telling you about. They use the fuck. It's the way they do the bags. They put holsters inside the motherfuckers.
What do you
I'm
mean?
dead serious. They redo their man purses. They already strapped up. If there's something coming, they already unzipped. They can put it right out the holster inside that motherfucker.
It would be a
And then,
nice, it would be a nice design if they actually put a holster on the back of it.
I was thinking about that, but I was like, that goes. If something goes wrong, that goes concealed to open, then you fucked with a handgun. You know you can do it with an
Oh,
AR.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
if you got
yeah.
an AR, you could do open carry. But like when they go from a handgun, you know how that shit is. What kind of handgun?
Well, I'm saying for Florida, you gotta have that's that fishing rod shit.
Yeah, fish rod. You got to stand with a fish rod. That's all you got to do. Stand
Yeah,
with a
yeah,
fish rod.
yeah,
They can't
yeah,
do shit to you. The motherfucker one dude had P90s and shit. I was like, God damn. They just stood on the corner of fishing rods. They couldn't do shit.
yeah. Nah, yeah, it just it's different. It's different down there. I mean the whole South. I mean not even just Florida. The whole South. I don't care whether it's Georgia, South Carolina, Texas, Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana. You know, hell,
Uh,
Kentucky. I mean, a lot of these
uh,
places are going
Memphis,
constitutional Cal. Yeah, Memphis.
Memphis.
You know what I'm
It's just
saying?
like certain states, like I love you now, you brought that up. Like Texas, they kind of keep it easy. Louisiana, you already know how Louisiana, New Orleans, all that shit is. They keep it, they just shooting everything up.
Yeah.
Memphis shooting everything up. You already know how that shit. Georgia, you already know how Georgia. But Georgia, at least they have elders. What I like about Georgia when you come to Atlanta, all the major cities, just telling everybody to put down the guns and calm that shit down.
Uh
Down
huh.
here, I don't know these motherfuckers like that. What they say? What they say? Old heads can't tell me nothing. Am I lying? Yes, no.
No, 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 no. You 100% about that. Yeah.
At least the dudes in Atlanta, you know, there's a lot of killers going on in Atlanta. At least they listen to their elders. Like, man, they be killing everybody, man. Down here, they ain't listen to nobody. I stay away from them motherfuckers. They're the ones that don't care. Now, you remember Future City when that younger that killed just for a teardrop. And that's exactly what the motherfuckers is, man.
Yeah. No, no, no. You 100% right about it. I mean, I appreciate you, laying this shit out because I'm just like, because he ain't gonna see the thing. The problem is because I'm a lame, you know what I mean, or come off as such. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
you keep saying that, but who really playing you with him? He don't know no better. So he's the lame to me. He's food to me. He's food there. I'm just being honest with you. The situation happened to him. What happened to me? What happened to you? What happened to him? So who's really the lame? Who's really food? He's
yeah,
food.
yeah,
I guarantee if I bumped this motherfucker like that, you already know how I get into it with him.
yeah.
He
Nah,
considered looking stupid.
you know what I mean? I mean, he don't even have the accent either. You know what I mean? He like right off rip, right off top, that he's not from there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, so I'm like, so they already know that you don't have, you might be somebody's cousin or something like that, but you don't have a squad. You don't have backup. So I'm like, what are you doing, man? Like you can't be out. Like you ain't even been here for like 3 months.
and you already getting into it with people. That's why the fuck they move you down here, so that you don't get into it with people. And the first thing you do when you get down there is get into it with people. I'm
and
like,
that's the wrong thing to do. He claimed it. I mean, I always tell people his body ain't got no name on it. You know what I mean? So if he gets shot, ain't no niggas coming after them.
you
He
mean
just a
his
dead
name? You
motherfucker.
mean his name ain't got no bodies on it?
Well, I'm saying his name ain't got. I mean, I'm saying his body ain't got no name on it. When we say that shit, that means if we shoot this motherfucker, that means he ain't got no homeboys to come after us. We just dead him. We don't got to worry about 30. We don't got to worry about hiding. That's what that mean by that. He a nobody. He a nobody.
So in other
Just like
words,
just like me and you go together right somewhere and all that shit. But damn, you know, float around. But if I bust him, he coming after me. He coming at him. He just float around. They be like, kill this motherfucker right now, man. Who's gonna come after us?
yeah. No. That's a very powerful point right there.
Yeah, you know I'm not lying about that. Nobody will come after us, man.
Nah, you're right. Nah, that's something for him. That's something for him to consider. You know what I mean?
He's got scream that New York shit, man. Motherfucker gonna get killed, man. Oh, let me get up. Let me drop the wife off to work. I made you back, bro.
All right, no. Do what you gotta do. I'll talk to you later.
All right, bet it up, bro.
All right. Peace.